Digging in is an important way units can make themselves harder to hit and give themselves some protection from incoming fire. Digging in makes units much more resilient, and dealing with dug-in, gone-to-ground veteran infantry defending an objective is hard work and requires firepower and careful coordination of attacking units. A unit can attempt to dig in during their movement step instead of moving. The platoon rolls a skill check, and on a successful roll the platoon's teams are dug in. Dug-in units are harder to hit. They count as concealed, which adds +1 to the score needed to hit them when they're fired upon. Dug-in units are also harder to kill. Digging in gives units bulletproof cover, so if a dug-in team is hit, the attacker needs to make a successful firepower test to kill it. Teams that dig in during the movement step shoot as if they'd moved in the shooting step of that turn. One way to signify a unit or platoon is dug in is with a simple marker. This is effective but not visually appealing. Battlefronts sell terrain pieces that serve as dug-in markers, but it can be satisfying to make your own. Here are some dug-in markers I've built. These have a simple base cut from 3mm MDF, which is shaped and beveled, then textured and flocked. I made some sandbags from a rolled strip of DAS modelling clay that's flattened and cut with scissors. The others are log walls made by cutting bamboo barbecue skewers and gluing them together with PVA. These markers are very simple to make and are a good small terrain project to undertake for beginners. Originally I used this template and cut the MDF by hand with a saw, but this was a bit fiddly. I thought laser cutting might be a good way to simplify and speed up this process. Laser cutters need the design drawn up in a vector program like Adobe Illustrator, and use a laser to cut out the desired shape from the material. Here are the results of my experiment. I have larger bases for medium and large base teams, and smaller bases for command and other small base units. This isn't MDF, it's particle board, but it was what was available at the time and seems to work okay. You can use a hobby knife or Stanley trimmer to bevel the edges of the laser cut pieces ready for texturing. These markers are nice and they look good on the table. However, they are a bit big and I might look at making some smaller ones for version 2. I'll make the Illustrator file of the current version available so you can give these a try yourself. I'll also post another video if I modify the design.